Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I would yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise today in opposition to the amended version of H.R. 5297, the misleadingly named Small Business Jobs and Credit Act. Madam Speaker, we have again missed an opportunity to help small businesses around the country that are in desperate need of less regulation and more certainty about the future. This legislation has three basic parts. It has a $30 billion government bailout provision with no guarantee that the funds are actually going to go to entrepreneurs. Another part is it has a slew of major changes to the Small Business Administration programs that actually discourage job creation. And third, and this is the one that amazes me the most, a tax component that combines some very limited small business benefits with even bigger penalties on the dreaded 1099 reporting mandate in the health care law. And to a little bit better explain that last part, during the month of August when I went around listening to small businesses and some of the problems that they're having, one of the biggest complaints I heard about was this 1099 reporting for a small business with any purchase over $600 or more. And in this bill, it increases the penalties on reporting for that. So it was just amazing to me that this was actually included in this. As a ranking member of the Small Business Committee and a small business owner myself, I spent months talking to entrepreneurs and examining their ideas on what Washington can do to encourage a stable recovery. And I can tell you right now that this legislation is not what they want. It's not what they need to create and grow their businesses. Small business owners aren't looking for more government intervention and more wasteful spending. They're looking for some certainty. Small business owners are looking for a commitment from Washington leaders that their taxes are going to stay the same. They need a commitment that they won't be bombarded with more job-killing regulations, and most of all, they need to feel confident that they can hire new workers and invest in their businesses without the fear that next week, next month, or even next year that Washington's going to turn their back on them. Instead of creating jobs like my colleagues on the other side of the aisle are promising, all this so-called small business bill will do is create disappointment. In fact, this bill actually removes a very critical creation requirement from one of the SBA lending programs. The truth of the matter is that this is just another bailout bill that will generate billions of dollars from financiers and not one penny for workers. If we're serious about creating jobs and encouraging small business expansion, we must work together to develop a fiscally responsible policy that works for small businesses and families. And I urge my colleagues and other members to vote against this legislation and instead to join me in implementing a better solution that will help small businesses without imposing more debt and regulation. And with that, Madam Speaker, I would yield back the balance of my time.